Perhaps person B gives them all sorts of tokens of affection, while person A gives them more of that safety and security and confidence and better sex. Hello friends, my name is Kita, and this is Psychopath Exposure. In today's treacherous episode, I wanted to talk about how is it that narcissists and toxic people are able to live double lives. And that means double relationships type of thing, kind of like a double agent. It's happened to probably most of us. And honestly, I don't think it's that hard to pull off, but it's not that easy, okay? Let me explain. It's not that hard in the sense where the narcissist or the toxic person will be in a relationship with you and they'll figure out your schedule, they'll figure out what are the times that you guys see each other. Now, of course, the narcissist is able to orchestrate this a lot easier when you're just dating and you're not exactly living together yet. However, this is not uncommon within married couples, as you guys have experienced for yourselves. Now, I want to talk about both because, again, I don't think it's that hard, but I'll get to the reason why I feel it's easy towards the end of the video. So pretty much, your partner goes off and goes to work in the morning or tells you they go to work. If you're not living together, it's even easier. You don't know where they slept the night before. Just because they're texting you or having a conversation with you till, I don't know, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, doesn't mean that they're about to go to sleep, okay? A highly skilled narcissist will keep you on the phone till your bedtime and tell you whatever they feel they need to tell you to make you feel safe and secure. And off to bed you go, and off to their other partner they go. Now, it's just not narcissists that do this, it's just toxic people. Toxic people that cannot have an honest conversation and cannot just tell you, hey, I'm not enjoying this relationship is not for me. They much rather go and cheat and do shit behind your back. So the day starts off, you don't know when they're gonna text you in the morning, you're waiting for that text. Eventually you get the text, good morning, blah, 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 blah. You get all happy, you go off to do your thing, whether it's going to work, going to the gym in the morning, whatever morning ritual you have. And you're not exactly seeing this person because, again, you're not living together. And they tell you, oh, how did you sleep? Slept well, this and the other. I went to the gym this morning, yada, yada, yada. I'm getting into work now. I'll talk to you later. Okay? You don't know, first of all, if they took the day off, which they do a lot, or called in sick, and now they're going to go see their other partner. You don't know if they're cheating on you with someone at work, which is the most common. How convenient. How convenient to be dating someone behind your back while they're at work. You think they're busy at work, which is why they're not returning your texts. But chances are they're so engaged with their coworker who they're sleeping with that they totally forgot to text you. They're not even thinking about you right now. So you go off on your day, you're doing your thing. Then they're like, oh, I gotta text, I gotta text person A and perform my due diligence with person A, because person A is my number one source of supply. Person A is the one that I talk to most of the time, is the person that I spend with the most time. But person B is giving me what person A doesn't give me. Perhaps person B gives them all sorts of tokens of affection, while person A gives them more of that safety and security and confidence and better sex, okay? But person B has no idea about narcissism, has no idea about these type of relationships, and they're just doing what they're trying to do to get with your girl or your guy. They're clueless. They're so happy that they're dating someone at work. And you know how they always say, don't shit where you eat? Apparently these people don't follow those rules, and that's why it comes back to bite them later. But narcissists don't play by our rules, do they? So again, it's not that hard in a situation like that. Even if you're married and you wake up and you sleep in the same beds, you're obviously not having any intimacy, but you wake up in the same bed and your partner goes off, your husband, your wife, they go off to work. Again, you don't know who they're sleeping with at work. You don't know when it's lunchtime and they're like, hey, I'm going I'm going to lunch with my boss or with my managers and this and the other. They're probably going to lunch every single day with the person they're cheating on you with. Every single day. Then they get out of work and it's like, hey, I need to run some errands, or I'm going to go to the gym. I have to do this and the other. I'll see you tonight. What they're really doing is going out to dinner with the person they're cheating on you with. They're probably sleeping with them too, obviously. Then they come home and they have to pick a fight because they're not interested in sleeping with you right now. They don't want you to smell the perfume that, they don't want you to ask questions. So they're going to come in and they're going to pick a fight. No matter what it is, no matter what you say, it's going to be the wrong thing. And now you're bickering, you're fighting, and off they go. They're like, you know what? I'm not even going to stay here tonight. I'm out. And so you stay home and you're like, oh man, I'm ruining this relationship. It's probably my fault. Holy crap. And now you're left wondering, where the heck are they going to go? And they'll tell you some shit. I'm just going out with my friends. Or I'm going to my parents' house. I need to cool off. Oh, cool off? They're already cool. They're super cool. They're so cool, they're already on their way to the person they're cheating on you with. That's where they're going. They already had plans. They needed to pick a fight with you so that they could go out on that date. So you see, it's not that hard. It's really not that hard. Now here's where it really starts getting difficult for the narcissist when they're cheating and living a double life. It's when your intuition starts kicking in. When you start noticing that the frequency of the text messages is changing. When you start getting that feeling in your gut that something's wrong, you're like, hey, we haven't been intimate in a few weeks or a month or over a month. Okay? Which is definitely a problem. I don't care what anybody says. That's a fucking problem. Okay? You notice that's going on. You also notice there's no more cute little emojis on your text. You're not getting the little I love yous that you used to get. The frequency between the time you guys go to sleep and the time supposedly you wake up, now that buffer is increasing. You're not getting that early morning text anymore. Now again, some people don't live by the text, but in today's standards, it's kind of like, it is today's society. Today's society operates by texting, so I know a lot of you, you guys wake up and you like to look at your phone, and it feels nice to have that text from your partner, or to text them first, hey, good morning, how you doing, how'd you sleep, and getting a response right away. I mean, you guys know the schedule. You know their sleeping schedule, okay? When that starts changing, there's just something starts changing with your own breathing. You know something's wrong. This is for the highly intuitive people out there. Some people are just oblivious, and I'm sorry. But if you have a little bit of intuition, you're going to notice when these things start changing. When you start questioning them and they get upset. When you're used to having communication, either a phone call or a text like every hour, every 2 hours, and now it's turning to 3, 4, 5. You catch yourself counting the time. You're looking at the clock and you're like, that's interesting. It's 1 o'clock. I know they're about to go to lunch. Let's see if they text me. Wow, it's 1:30. Wow, it's 2 o'clock. Oh, shit. Well, I guess they're back at work. So they went the entire lunch break and they didn't call or text you? Red flag. Red flag. And you know it. And you know it. And then it starts getting difficult for the narcissist to keep up with this charade, because now you're going to start questioning them. And if you're like me, you're going to try and catch them. And you're going to set them up. And they're going to be like, holy shit, I can't keep this up for much longer. And the cracks on their mask starts to show. They start getting nervous when you ask them certain questions. You start figuring it out, and it just gets harder and harder and harder. And this is the opportunity that this toxic, and I say toxic because they are toxic, it's at that opportunity that they should come to their senses and really just have a conversation with you and end the relationship. They're obviously not happy with you because they're cheating. They're not being fulfilled with you. That's why they're cheating. A narcissist will never get fulfilled, not with you, nor with the new supply, nor with the new supply after that. This is why they live a double life. Narcissists live a double life, sometimes a triple life. This is what they do. I know some narcissists that have a harem full of chicks on rotation all the time, playing all of them all day long. Now, if your partner had an ounce of empathy, had an ounce of true love for you, The guilt would just be crushing them day in, day out. Their stress levels would be through the roof because they know that at some point or another, they're going to get caught and they're probably going to lose the one they really, really, truly cared for. And we both know they're going to lose both of them. They're going to lose both of them. But for sure, one of them is going to get lost in transition, absolutely. And hopefully, the one that gets lost is you. Hopefully you come to your senses and you have enough self-worth and dignity and integrity for yourself to put your foot down and be like, fuck this shit, I'm out. You lying sack of shit, you're a cheater, I am out. You know this is what's going on. It's been going on for a very, very long time. Your partner is living a double life. That's all there is to it. They are living a double life. And whatever they tell you is not the truth. Whatever they tell you, they're going to leave things out. The stories are not going to match. The timestamps are not going to match with the things that they tell you. They'll tell you some crap like, oh, I went to the gym. Okay, you were at the gym for 4 hours? No, is that the gym wasn't open, so I stayed in my car. I was like doing schoolwork. I was studying. Oh, so you sat in your car for what? How, two hours? Was it 2 hours? You worked out for 2 hours, so that means you were in your car for 2 hours, right? And you didn't think about texting or calling me just to shoot the shit while you were in the car? Really? Liar. Liar! Call them out. It's a lie. It's not true. It's not true. They were, first of all, if they even went to the gym, okay, they went out to get a post-workout meal together. They went to have lunch together and fuck around. That's what they did. That's what they did. I remember this instance that it was like the morning and I was wondering, I was like, hey, you know, I haven't heard from this person and it's like 10 o'clock and they had said some crap where, oh, I woke up and I'm on my way to Walmart, right? And I was like, okay. So I video text them. And their hair is wet, and they're kind of like in pajama type of clothes, right? Like not what you would wear to go to Walmart. And I was like, hold on a second, something's wrong here. Like, it looks like you just got out of the shower and you're wearing pajamas. Like, where are you coming from? Oh no, I just took a quick shower. I was on my way to Walmart and I bought these presents. What presents? Show me the presents. What presents do you have? You know what they were? They were at the other person's house. They slept over the other person's house. And I caught them. And I'm sure you guys have done the same thing many times. And you know you caught them red-handed. But you turn away, you look away because you're so scared to lose that relationship. You're so scared of being alone. But you know you caught them. They start fumbling around and stumbling. They start telling you all these things that don't make sense. I sit here and I just give them that look. You know that look, you're like, oh, really? Really? Oh, what about this? And you see how they get all nervous and this and the other, and then they try to like blame shift or they want to get off the call. And I was like, no, something's wrong here. Something is wrong here. Guys, I promise you, the better you get with owning up to your intuition, standing up for yourself and calling out liars to their face the moment they're lying, the less this type of gaslighting and this type of manipulation is going to happen to you. The less anxiety you're going to have, the more confidence in yourself you're going to have, and the better, more trusting people you're going to attract. Why? I'll tell you why. Because your subconscious eventually is going to trust you. It's going to trust you in that you're not going to put up with this shit from anybody. So it's not going to live in this state of fear where it's like, oh my God, I wonder if this person is lying, cheating on me. I wonder if I can trust this person. It's not going to worry about it because it knows that you got it handled. When you know you can whoop some ass, when you're a trained fighter, you're not scared of getting into a fight anymore. As a matter of fact, you tend to avoid fights because you know what you could do to the other person. But you're not scared of getting your ass kicked anymore. You're more scared about going to jail, getting sued for putting the other person in the hospital, right? Getting killed maybe, because you never know these days. But when you're afraid of getting beat up and you have that mindset where it's like, you know, you're going to a dangerous situation, you're going to be paranoid. You're going to be paranoid. And the same thing happens after a narcissist discard or toxic relationship like this. When you move on to another person, another relationship, you start dating again, you're going to have that hypervigilance working against you. So you have to do this type of work over and over and over again. You have to call these things out. When you know you're being gaslighted, you have to call it out for what it is. And don't be afraid of the other person walking away. As a matter of fact, you need to walk away. You got to walk away from things and people that no longer serve you. That's the only way you're going to get your confidence back, your self-esteem, and your self-worth back. That's how you start attracting people from higher frequencies, from a higher paradigm. And I can teach you how to do these things. If you guys are interested in doing a private one-on-one with me, we can go over the types of skills and mindsets that you need to rewire and reframe in order to get yourself to that higher paradigm. So all this trauma and all this nonsense and all this rumination that goes on in our head 24/7 after a discard, or even before the discard, once you're in that devaluation phase and you can't trust the narcissist anymore and you know some shit's going on, I can help you reframe and rewire those thought patterns so you can get out of that position. You can find yourself in a winner's position, actually. A winner's position. Winners don't hang out, don't date toxic people. They don't have time for that shit. So go ahead and click on the link in the description right now if you're interested in working directly with me on a one-on-one session, and we can set that up for you. Don't forget to download my free ebook that's going to teach you how to go no contact with narcissists and psychopaths right away, so you can start blocking them and getting them out of your sight. Remember the saying, out of sight, out of mind, or out of mind, out of sight? I always confuse those two. I think I got it right the first time. Anyways, remember, if you feel that your partner is living a double life, again, I'll repeat, narcissists live double lives. Love bomb, devalue, discard. Meanwhile, they're grooming someone else at the same time. Double life. At some point in your relationship, your narcissist, your toxic partner is living a double life. They're grooming someone else while devaluing you, or trying the best they can to have the best of both worlds, as long as you don't catch them. Sorry I had to be the one to break it to you, but that's life, and this is Psychopath Exposure. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so right now and click on the bell icon so that you can get notified every time a new video comes out. I have a lot of people telling me, Kira, when are you going to make a new video? I didn't know you posted new videos. And I'm like, well, did you click on the bell? That's probably why. You have to click on that bell because that's just how things go now on YouTube. I hope you guys are having an awesome day, and I will see you in the next video.